What first-hand accounts describe Columbus's valiant arrival? Imagine stepping onto a new land, expecting discovery, but instead facing chaos and conflict. When Columbus arrived in the Caribbean in 1492, his first reports reveal a story of first-hand brutality. Early journal entries and letters to the Spanish monarchs tell us about encounters with indigenous peoples like the Taino, Arawak, and Carib. These documents often highlight the potential for conquest and conversion but also describe acts of violence. Columbus described the natives as gentle and generous, but he saw them as easy to control. He wrote about taking indigenous guides by force to find gold and suggested they could be made into slaves. These words show early signs of coercion and domination. As the Spanish settled further, violence grew more severe. Accounts tell of indigenous people being whipped, mutilated, or killed for stealing food. Women and children were especially vulnerable. There are reports of sexual violence, selling young girls, and even killing infants. These acts were not isolated but part of a system to control and exploit the native populations. The arrival of Columbus and his men brought devastating changes. Diseases spread quickly, killing many indigenous people. Forced labor and violent repression destroyed communities. Within a few decades, the Taino and other groups faced near extinction, their cultures and languages severely damaged. From a Latin American perspective, many see Columbus's arrival as the start of a long period of suffering for indigenous peoples. While some stories celebrate the discovery, more voices now focus on the violence and loss that followed. These first-hand accounts reminded us that the conquest was marked by brutality and exploitation. Understanding these stories helps us see history from the perspective of those who suffered. It's important to recognize that the violence was part of the initial contact and conquest, shaping the region's history and identity.